Video games, video games, video times, video slimes. Alright, here we are. I'm here now. We're real. I'm real. We're all real. Everything's real. As real as can be. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Alright, welcome everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm Rancid Nanners, otherwise known as Rancid, otherwise known as Nate. Once again, we're kicking the stream off with a bit of standing. So, things that require the standing, improving. Things are looking better. So, probably for the rest of this month, we'll be doing this kind of like a opening portion of the stream where I'm standing, playing something I can play with a controller. Depending on when I see a bit of a windfall, I definitely want to get a new graphics card, and whenever I can get a new graphics card, I want to stream some damn Tekken. And hopefully, like, not that it really affects me that much as far as Tekken's concerned, but hopefully by that time also there's a few balance changes that maybe make Tekken a little more enjoyable for the viewers. I'm still having tons of fun with Tekken 8. Like I said, it's like a lot of stuff balance-wise that doesn't really affect me. Either, like, it doesn't affect my character, or it's just, like, the level of play that I'm at. Like, I'm still, all things considered, technically, at the greater scheme of things, I'm a casual Tekken player. People who are very casual fighting games that play against me in Tekken might say otherwise, but if I'm at that skill level where, like, if I play against people who are, like, for real with Tekken, really good with fighting games. Hey Patrick Lactic, how you doing? Nice funky Kongs in chat, glad to see you here, glad to have you. But yeah, like with Tekken, if I fight anybody who's like for real, like good at Tekken, I will get bodied. But I'm at the point where, like, usually if people are like trying to fuck with me, or they're like screwing around or just spamming something, like at least with Hwoarang, I got answers. I can answer bullshit, and that's really where I want to be at. Like, I'm not gonna go pro, you know. I doubt I'm even gonna be really like competing at tournaments, although, like, you know, if there was like a Tekken community in my city and there were tournaments I could go to, I might. I just might. I feel like yeah, I will demolish anybody who's not good at Tekken. I will answer people who are fucking around. But if you're like for real, I might have some trouble. But anyway, welcome everybody to the stream. We're doing more Elden Ring tonight. I got some new point rewards, some channel point rewards, redemptions, what do you call it? Things to do with your points, you know? The two of note are that I added one where you can request to have me show off a Bionicle of mine, and another one to request for me to show off a Warhammer miniature of mine. Because I have many creatures, I like to show them off. It's like a good thing to kind of like spend a chunk of your points on. One thing I really wanted to get, and for today's stream it wouldn't really matter because I had my hair out, but I really wanted to have one that's like a hair unravel channel point redemption, because like I wanted to use from Adventure Time, I wanted to use the one gif of like Finn taking off his hat for the first time, and then you see his hair is like crazy and immaculate. Because like I remember when I was regularly playing Magic the Gathering at my local game store, I wore a beanie all the time, and my hair wasn't quite as long. It was probably like to my shoulders at like its typical like average length around those days. But I remember like I would wear the beanie every day, and then I'd be working my second retail job, and like some of my buddies would come in to get some like snacks or whatever. They come by, say hi to me, and they were like surprised when they saw my hair like totally out, and they were like, "Oh my god, your hair is like amazing," and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't feel like dealing with it usually. And at that job, I just wasn't allowed to wear like a beanie. I think if I got like a hat, you know, like a baseball cap, that's like the Meyer brand store, like workers uniform type cap, I could have worn that, but like that's not my kind of hat. I like the beanies. Hey, McFrenzy, Mr. Skeletal, hey, thank you for coming by. Cool to see you here. Saw you over at Major Monotone stream, which, by the way, like I feel like I keep running a little late, like the past couple of weeks or so, because I keep watching his stream before mine, and like he's pretty damn good at it. I really enjoy his streams, especially when he's painting other creatures, because he's like painting Necrons. I'm like, how am I not gonna watch the dude paint robot alien skeletons? Like, come on, like that's my shit, man. But also with that, like I feel like that kind of inspired the like show a creature point redemption thing I got. So hopefully sometime, like one of the things I was kind of experimenting with, you've been running late from watching Little Church Lore lately, so I feel you. yeah, but hey, people in that community there, that Souls community kind of circling around Quelaag, like they're all cool dudes. Like everybody I've watched, everybody that I've talked to, pretty much on that like Discord, that whole group, all cool people. But like we're all like huge lore nerds, so like that's something we all kind of have in common. There is just like this desire to learn, and I think that really brings us all together in a way. Like we all have like just a certain trait about how we are, you know, that we have in common, that's like deeper than just, oh, we all like the Souls games, because like, yeah, we all like the Souls games. Oh, Zakinator, what's up? Hola, hello, hola, Jesus. The real lore is the friends we made along the way. Good one, McFrenzy. But like, yeah, like kinda, yeah, actually though. Cause yeah, like when I was watching your stream and somebody else pointed out the like wolf pommel on the scorpion stinger, and then I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then I go get the high res image to post on Quelaag server, and I'm just like, yo guys, what the hell? And then just like this whole conversation, just like beyond me, just sparked off of like, oh yeah, wolf pommel on the stinger tail, that's crazy. And like I'm just, even though I didn't participate that much in that conversation, I still read some of what people had to say, and it was just cool to see people kind of like flock to that, of just like, oh yeah, it's weird detail, like someone will just point out weird detail and then people just like flock to it, you know what I mean? And that's something that like Elden Ring in particular does really well, with how detailed so many items, weapons, equipment, anything, it's lore, dude. Yahoo, Zakinator, thank you for the redemption. But yeah, lore, man, I love it. I love the people who are into it. It's all so much fun. Just like, there's just so much to chew on. I really like games that, like, how do I put it? They have a lot of story, but you can approach it and think about it on your own terms. And like, granted, like I will want to invest myself in a lot of that lore. Do you want to know something kind of funny that a person said once when you're watching them stream? Yeah, go for it, Zakinator. I do want to continue what I was saying though. But with the lore stuff and everything. Fuck. I lost my train of thought. Video games. Oh yeah, Elden Ring. The details. Because like all that lore, it's been there. Like Dark Souls, it has all this hidden lore. You read the item descriptions. Whoa, crazy. What the hell is Baldur? No. Yeah, Baldur. Baldur Side Sword. I was like, Baldur, that's Baldur Gate. That's different. No, I mean, it is different. Because it's with the ER, I think, for Baldur in the Souls games. But, like, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV Online. And generally speaking, I like Final Fantasy XIV Online. It's a good MMO, and I can't say that for most MMOs. But sometimes when they're dropping, like, lore exposition on you, it's just paragraph, 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 paragraph. But, like, half of every paragraph is just, like, verbose nothing speak. And it's not even like it's all so dense. It's just a lot of fluff. And it's just like you could edit so much of this down. In the background of their stream, they had the video of just 10 hours of silence randomly interrupted by the Taco Bell ding. Jesus Christ. And one of the times the bell made a ding, the person said, "Thank you, Taco Bell. Ding, I needed that." They must have had a rough time. That's funny, Zakinator. But, yeah, like, I've been thinking a lot lately, too, just generally about, like, because I was seeing my buddy, Worst RNG, they've been playing Metal Gear Solid 2. They actually just beat Metal Gear Solid 2 a few days ago. Fucking love Metal Gear Solid. They talk so much in those games. But in, like, a codec conversation, the most somebody will say at a time is, like, a couple sentences. And then the next person responds. And then they say more stuff, and then the other person responds. Like, I feel like it being an attempt to be more of a real conversation breaks down a lot of that information in a way that's a lot easier for me to digest. And when it's just paragraph after paragraph after paragraph of just text, even like when it is voice acted, it's just like, I'll read like half of it, get the point, and then skip to the next like dialogue box. And that kind of sucks. Like, I hate doing that. Especially, again, voice cutscenes. Especially, you know, the later you get into Final Fantasy XIV. Like, the voice acting is pretty decent. Like, I like it. I like these characters. I like a lot of what they have to say. But it's just so much. And it's so much to say so little. And I definitely like the other end of that spectrum, where you're saying a lot with very little. And also, again, to mention another person that was streaming, or we mentioned him earlier, Major Monotone, they were playing Armored Core 6, and playing through that game, I'm like, I feel like I can roleplay. Like, it's not even an RPG, it's like a mecha shoot game, you know? But, like, I felt like I could, like, roleplay. Like, I was really immersed into Armored Core's world, the position I was in as a mercenary, like, something about Armored Core just pulls you in, man. And like, they say so much with so little. There is dialogue. You'll probably hear it a few times over from dying, but like, it's just like a couple sentences here and there of someone saying stuff to you. AC6 is so good. Yeah, it just hooks you. Yeah. And like I was saying on Quayleg's Discord like a while ago, because my means, I had to borrow the game effectively. We'll say I had to borrow Armored Core 6, so I wasn't able to play online. I wasn't able to receive all the updates. When I have money, what's up, skeletons? Yo, Kicks! Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. Nice capoeira skeleton. It's like a chill version of my crazy skeleton. We're talking about stories, narratives, and games before we get into Elden Ring, but welcome. Glad to see you here, Kix. Shouts out to Kix. You know what, actually, let me do a real shout out. So I think Kix did a shout out for me last time. Not should. Shout out. I have to like bend over weird because I'm like standing at my desk and my desk is like a couple feet in front of me. But I got you, Kix. Nice SpongeBob emote also. Kix 6. Hiya. I did it. Alright, cool. Yeah, they've been playing Final Fantasy X. And you know what? Yeah, I was also talking about Final Fantasy. Like, it's like full circle. There's multiple circles overlapping the circles. It's just like Elden Ring. Every story in the world coming together is just like Elden Ring. But yeah, like Armored Core, it gives you so much to think about and question without overloading you. And there's so many times, like, they hide really cool world building in just massive chunks of text in Final Fantasy, and it frustrates me because I want those details, but I just have to sift through all this fucking shit. And it's like, just in those cutscenes, you know? And I gotta see those cutscenes because, like, main story cutscenes, all kind of stuff. It's just like, you can't take it in at your own pace. And, like, even with, like, Metal Gear Solid with the Coda calls and everything, hey, you want to know more? Call Colonel again. Call fucking Sigint in 3, learn about weapons. Call, what's her name? Paramedic in 3, learn about fucking Godzilla movies and shit. The overall story in 14 was really cool, but so much exposition to force my brain through. Yeah, exactly. Like especially, like, Shadowbringers was really good. And I think that one of the things Shadowbringers did do, like, it still had its moments, you know, where it's like, yo, you're overloading me with some stuff right now, dude. But I feel like it was paced a lot better than a lot of the other FF14 moments, you know. And Stormblood was just, ugh. Heavensward and Shadowbringers were the peaks for, yeah. Heavensward's really underrated because I feel like Heavensward is a case of, like, the story was really simple. There wasn't a whole lot going on, but while it was simple, they executed it well. And it had some really rough moments, you know. There's some stuff that happens in Heavensward that's just like, oh fuck, man. Like, stuff that, like, not even Shadowbringers necessarily tops as far as making you feel an emotion about someone or something that's going on. But Shadowbringers also had a lot more, like, general questions to ask, things to say, just kind of making you question, like, what is the Warrior of Light? Why are you even good? What is it? Why? How is this even being a good guy? And, like, that kind of shit was really cool. But enough about that. I want to get into some Elden Ring. Before we do that, though, I want to give a quick thank you to a recent follower. That's in my face. I'm a skeleton. Look at me. Wait. Yeah, skeleton. Oh, alright. But yeah, Lintor's recent follow. Friend of mine who's also kind of dipping their toes into the streaming realm. So, you know, give them a follow. So hopefully you can check them out next time they stream. I think they've only done it like twice so far, so it's a very new thing for them. They're still figuring things out. I still need to actually check out a stream of theirs because, like I said, they like literally just started. I was talking to them earlier today, and I was just like, yo, give me your handle so I can follow you. And then they gave me a follow back, which is courteous of them. And they were just like, oh yeah, I haven't been on Twitch at all for like the last couple of months, so, you know, it's fine. Follow me when you follow me. It's not a big deal. But what I want to do is play video games. If you can believe it. This is a stream where we play video games most of the time. Usually we're playing video games. Elden Man. And I'll hit the pause on my Unreal music. Man, Unreal's got some good fucking music, man. Like, I knew that, but, like, I got that drum and bass mix that's, like, pretty good. And then the one that I was just playing is really quiet, but the one I was just playing is just Unreal 1 music. I think there's some Unreal Tournament in there, too. Gaming on twitch.television. Yeah, man. Can you believe it? People play video games still on this website? It's not just hot tubs and pools. It's not just chatting in hot tubs and pools. You know, the people doing that, I still have respect for them because they gotta deal with some shit. You know what I'm saying? They gotta deal with some fucking cretins in chat. More power to them, you know. But I don't have a hot tub, so no hot tub streams here. But yeah, we're playing Guts Berserk. Ugh. taking a break from my normal Dex Int build. Because, like, I realized, like, I like it. I think it's a cool and fun build. But it's just, like, a good build, you know? It's not that interesting. But I'm Guts from Berserk. I'm Butz from Gerzerk. Look at me go. So my headphone thing got screwed up. Oh, there we go. I need to get a new aux cable still. But yeah, we got our fricked up eye. Wait a minute. I want to look at my guy. Gatsu. Yeah, I'm Gatsu from Berk, dude. Yeah, we got our fucked up eye. Partner helped me with the face. Cause yeah, my partner's like a huge Berserk fan. She was into it before I was. Like, honestly, she was like the last push I needed to actually read Berserk. And at this point, I've read a pretty good amount of it. But yeah, we got the Blythe armor. I grabbed, speaking of my partner being a fan of Berserk, I grabbed her Guts figure from her desk to give me power. That is hers. This is not mine. But and she's also got the brand tattoo, so like she's like a bigger fan than me. Bigger fan. You know how it is. So we're fucking around in the capital. Big old dragon. I wanted to go fight Rykard, because that's kind of like... That's like the real end goal for this character. Because Rykard is basically just an apostle for Berserk. Like, the way, like, the face... The Rykard face in the snake is just, like, so fucking Berserk to me. And, I want to fight that motherfucker with this sword. That's the challenge. I'm definitely looking forward to when I can do that. But I think I need at least 50 vigor to, like, tank the lava. That's gonna be really rough. But we do a lot of fucking damage, because our sword is huge and very upgraded. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, no, the hard reads. They're dooting on me. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Ow. God, and it's so weird to just have, like, this much health, even. I'm at 41, and I have this guy. Oh, I have hella much health. And, of course, because I'm me, I'm like, alright, Guts, strength build. Still got a few spells. Still got a bestial sling. That was really bad. Toot, yeah, dude. Skeleton. Is my dude emote a follower emote, or is that a subscription-only one? I don't remember. But I do have a Mr. Skeletal emote, because I like skeletons just so goddamn much. Wow, the page is a tank. What the hell? It's a sub emote? Oh, okay. Damn. Well, I feel I probably could make that a follower one, but maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to gauge. I want to like rename the eyes one to be like lurking eyes, because I got the waggly eyes now that I could do as like a greeting. But I like to say hi with the eyes whenever I turn up to like someone else's stream. But then to have like a particular pair of eyes, gotta farm more channel points. Yeah, dude. Gotta keep your finger on the dial. But yeah, like I like to say hi with the eyes, but I would also like to have a specific set of eyes to denote as like a lurking emote. Because I was watching my friend, a buff wizard, and he did ask me, it's like, is that just for lurking or what? Because there were a couple times where like I'd roll up and say hi because I thought I was gonna be like hanging around, and then I had to like go do something, you know. And then to just be like, okay, here's the different eyes I'm lurking now. Because like that's kind of the nature of the apartment setup, because like I got my like computer desk and everything, like this is in the living room. That's part of why I have like this blanket behind me, because then you could see the kitchen. And that's weird. That it feels like I don't have like a proper green screen, sure, but it's better than nothing. Is down here a grace? Or is down there how I get lost? I will forewarn people. no matter how many times I go through the capital, I don't fucking know where I'm going. I couldn't tell you where each grace is. I couldn't tell you really, like, I couldn't tell you specifically where any items are. Like, I could tell you maybe vaguely, like, oh yeah, the Ferris bow is, like, it's on a roof somewhere around here. Oh, he's you. Oh, does he actually not attack you if you? Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. They were being so chill though. All right. And then there's just another. Actually, you know what? Hi, yeah. Oh shit. Is there? Okay, I thought that was a big boy for a second. That was gonna be a problem. Yo, I'm cleaving multiple guys in half. I'm like the real Guts. I'm like the real Guts from Berserk. The real him. How many dudes did he cleave in half at once? Like 8? I think 8. It's 8, right? Do a thing. Do a hit me. Hiya. Man, guard counters are fucked up. Ew, what is this game? D-Bits. Welcome, D-Butz? Sorry. Welcome, D-Bits. Yeah, I think this is some fucking stupid-ass game called Elden Ring. I have 1,000 hours in it, would not recommend. Look at me, I'm a Steam review. Yeah, this game's bullshit. 1,000 hours. D-Butz. Has anybody called you D-Butz before? I feel like that could be a common slip of the tongue. We're gonna go Evil Dogboy Arc when I get Malekith's armor. Yeah, probably. Cause like, Bly's armor that I'm wearing right now, it's like kind of a midpoint between like Black Swordsman Guts armor and, what do you call it? Berserker armor. But then like Malekith's armor is just straight up like, yo, that's Berserker armor though. People saying hi to each other in chat. Welcome everybody. We got a bunch of the Souls goons hanging out. Cool to see it. Thank you guys for coming by, all of you. Appreciate all the eyes on me tonight for Elden Ring. Alright, can we, yeah. You like Malekith's armor, but it's so hard to match pieces with other sets. Oh yeah, although it did make me bring back the Exile armor. Like my main guy, my first guy, they have the Exile top, the Sanguine Noble hood, and then Malekith's gloves and greaves. Because like the black with the gold trim actually matches the Exile armor really well. So like I got like this red, black, and gold kind of look going on. Sanguine modes. Yep, yeah, exactly. You asked to be granted eyes. I did, D-Bits. As is my want. I like being granted eyes. I really need... Like, honestly, as far as playing Bloodborne on stream goes, I would rather... Oh, I got Satan runes. What the fuck? Dude. Check this shit out. Look at that hell number. That's cool. Picked out your DLC drip and build today. Ooh, what is it, D-Bits? What's your main build? Because I call it the Rancid Redo. I'm just starting a new character that's like my old guy, but like done right from the start. And that's the main one I want to take into the DLC. But I have so many characters that are like at the capital, at the mountaintops, you know, somewhere around that range. So like, I'm going to start with my Dex Mage, and then just everybody else is going to just get thrown into that blender pretty much. I'm just looking at chat here. Sanguine and Moog set work well with it. Yeah, exactly, Kix. You got it. You know. It's the black and gold, really. Ronin's armor, gauntlet, and greaves, traveler's hat, regalia of the Eocade. Ooh, yeah, Ronin's armor is fucking sick. Dude, alright. I don't want to take too big of a detour from this character. But I almost played my poison build on stream. Wait, no. Not auto lock. I don't want auto lock on. I just want to show quick my poison build. The Ronin armor is so cool, it makes the mushroom head look kind of good. Traveler's hat's so good. Is that the one that you get in the swamp? The, like, perfumer set? It's not like a perfumer set, but it's, like, close. You want to do an Indiana Jones build with it. What the fuck? Why my game crash? Video game? I'm just trying to switch characters. What the hell? But yeah, you fucking Whipman with the hat? That'd be pretty baller. Yeah, what fucking... Yeah, the Traveler set's the one you get in the swamp, right? The Regalia's cyan runes match perfectly with the Ronin armor accent color. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. Coordinating your weapon with your armor is like just huge brain fashion souls. Let me tell you goddamn what. That's some good fashion souls right there, my dude. Oh my god. I have my thumb is resting on the D-pad because I've been playing so much Tekken. That's fucked up. Yeah, chef's kiss, exactly. Amazing. But yeah, I'm just fucking... I hold a controller like this now because I've been playing so much Tekken. I'm just like, I want to do a skyrocket. I'm like ready. Because like, I don't want to destroy my D-pad playing Tekken. So I'm like trying to learn how to like very accurately and delicately do those inputs. So Meat for Brains, they're the one that I did a full playthrough on stream for. They're my strength int build. Slippy Smagdag is my poison build. You just had to when you saw it, but thank you, and yes, I'm starting from the beginning to want to enter around level 90. Is that 90 or 80? Yeah, 90. And see if the base game has any new interactions. Yeah, that's generally similar plan. But, yeah, so the Ronin armor is fucking so goddamn cool. And it goes well with the mushroom head. And like the mushroom head's stupid. Like it's silly. Look at it. It's like the Xanthos crown of this game. But like with the earthy tones of the Ronin armor, like it works. Like I'm cool. I'm kind of cool actually, you know? But yeah, cool guy. Anyway, back to Guts. You like to see Morel fits like that? Thank you. Good mushroom pun. I always appreciate a good fungus pun. Like, I like most puns, but, like, fungus puns are, like, they're up there. I think because there's more fungus puns you could probably make than skeleton puns. So I think I actually like fungus puns slightly more than the skeletal ones. It's like, you know, oh, bone, I got a bone to pick with you. You know, what's a skeleton's favorite snack? Spare ribs. Like, you know, you got those, but fungus though. You want to do a whip build someday, by the way? Yeah, like the Indiana Jones build. Still have not done it. Fungus puns? Dude, yeah. You got that fucking framped? Yo, we Frampton over here. I'm Frampton at the mouth. I wish I could, like, do his fucking noise. I mean, I guess that was an attempt. Alright, where the fuck are we? We're, like, going main mode. We're going main mode for a second. Because I think I wanted to get to downstairs. I wanted to get to the Capitol's creepy basement, as I like to call it. That's a pretty good try. Thank you, McFrenzy. I definitely do try it on my own. So I'm glad that my practice at least made, like, my first live attempts at least somewhat decent. Okay, do we gotta drop down from up there? So I'm pretty sure it's over by those roofs. Alright? I know. When I was trying to find this location on my like full stream playthrough, I could not fucking find it. I could not remember where the goddamn hell it was. Let's get some fire on this shit, dog. Yeah, good one. Yeah, good one. Yeah, what if I killed you, actually? Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright, I don't like that. Not a fan of that attack. Alright, but you just got out. You just got... I was gonna demonstrate that you just gotta run from it, and then I immediately ate one. Alright, big attack. Alright, big attack. Oh, the poise. Should probably heal, though. Ow. Alright, hiya? Hiya! Okay, we got him. You did it naturally when you were smoking and got something caught in your throat. Hey, do you know how to fight a stray demon yet? You know what? I think I might have an idea. I don't know. I should probably load up Dark Souls 1 again. So I can fight... Yeah, I'm gonna load up Dark Souls 1 so I can beat these Erdtree avatars easier. I'll load up Dark Souls 3 so I can fight that Rocky idiot. I'll load up Dark Souls 2 and get worse at the other Souls games as a result. Man, Dark Souls 2... It's Dark Souls 2, alright. It's fine. It just, like... It just is made by different people, and it feels like it, and sometimes I don't like how that feels. That's all I really got to say about Dark Souls 2. I actually have a lot more to say about Dark Souls 2, but that's kind of where my opinion starts. Oh, is that a fucking... I never actually looked at that crest there. Hang on a minute. Alright, also, I'm gonna use this. I don't remember what I have in my flask, but I'm sure it'll help. Ow. Uh-huh. Oh, oh yeah, do your fly attack. Very safe. Very safe for you to do. Oh my lord. Okay, good thing they missed. Yeah, die. That attack is so fucked. Heroes? Rune. Okay, yeah, I think I'm getting some money. Yeah, if they're also like, yo, do you know how to fight a stray demon yet? Also definitely can fucking teach you how to fight, a Crucible Knight. Or not fight a Crucible Knight. Well, yes. There's two in here. How to fight a Crucible Knight, and, hey, did you upgrade your weapons yet? Hey, are you, like, high level yet? Because they just dump runes and upgrade materials on you here. Everyone has an essay about Dark Souls 2. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. And, like, I have said before that while I think Dark Souls 3 is a much better game than Dark Souls 2, 2 is definitely a lot more interesting. Is this just an Erdtree crest, or... Because, like, it looks more like copper than gold, right? And copper would point more towards, like, the previous age, because it's, like, redder. One must imagine Aldia happy, the name of any Dark Souls 2 monograph. Yeah. Man, Dark Souls 2. Definitely looks more Yggdrasil to you. So, more... If it looks more Yggdrasil than, like, Erdtree, would you say that also kind of points more towards, like, the old tree? Because the Erdtree is... Was it just called the Great Tree? Was that the old one? IMO, the Erdtree used to have green leaves, you know, like a tree does. Yeah, probably. I think that's probably also a fair summation of what the Erdtree is, and like a previous age of the Erdtree would have been like, I mean, like seasons, like the alchemical formula. That like theory blew my fucking mind, of like the different ages being different parts of like the alchemical formula and everything. I can't for the life of me remember like what the phases are called. Xanthus was like the yellow one? I don't remember. It's like white, black, red, and yellow are like the 4 colors. And I did also, like, when that theory was kind of popping off, it did inspire my D&D setting a little bit and help me figure out, hey, there's a black bow. Like I said, it was on the roof by the place, you know? But yeah, like that like kind of setting the ages to like the alchemical formula, that theory, whether or not it is present in Elden Ring, definitely inspired me a lot and helped me kind of figure out like more of like a chronology of my plane's history, which is fucking awesome. Because, like, with my plane, there is, like, a planar god that is, like, the god of the whole thing, and a lot of what's happening is generally their experiments, and trying to experiment with, like, living people to better feed themselves as a god, because they're just eating everybody's souls. Spoilers? Spoilers for my D&D campaigns that nobody viewing is a part of? Let's fucking kill this guy, too. Hey! Thanks for the wind-up. Gave me time to drink. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, the wind-up attacks in this game, they're so hard to deal with. Just take a sip from your Ester flask first, you know? Fuck. Take a sip, babes. Ugh. Should I, get on the grease? Oh, nice clipping through the floor. I really appreciate it. I missed. Okay, alright. Where the hell are you going? What are you doing? You waggly freakazoid. Where are you going? Ow. Oh, there we go. There's the tail whip. Leaked. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Kelmora's secrets leaked. I should, like, make a clickbait, clip. Ow. Oh, did I get munched? Ah, shit. Yeah, we're living, though. We're mashing. We're mashing triggers. I want to read things in chat, but I'm fighting the guy. Alright. Alright. This guy's full on friendship now. Blasting? What the fuck? Alright. Okay. Okay. We're fine. Hit you in the head. Okay, at least I hit him that time. Oh my lord. Alright, I got an idea. Alright, my idea is, weapon art. Pretty good idea, right? How about weapon art on this? Okay. Something to definitely get used to. There we go. The wool recovery. Stabberoni. Quite a good attack. You can also just, like, do a quick crouch. Quick crouch stab. And go, like, ba-ba. And then a back step. And then hi-ya. That's part of the moveset. Alright, what did D-Bit say? Find it interesting how the modern Erd tree, the beauty comes from the golden glow from the trunk and the perfect straightness, whereas in reality, most beautiful parts of trees are the leaves and uniqueness of their shape. Very symbolic of the Golden Order. Good work, thank you. But yeah, totally. And, like, yeah, the Golden Order being just, like, straight, perfect, like, you know, symmetrical, where, yeah, like, the uniqueness of a tree in real life, it having, like, unique branches that sprouted in their own way, their own direction. And that's, like, kind of what actually equates to more of the beauty. And, like, a snowflake, too. Their perfect tree loses what is special. Ooh, yeah. That's a good way of putting it, McFrenzy. But yeah, like, what I was gonna say, though, before I went off on my, like, alchemy tangent, to kind of view the different ages as also, like, seasons. And, like, the tree is in autumn right now. The leaves are falling. It's gold, which is, you know, it's pretty. Like, the leaves are turning gold. It's fucking dying. It's dying for a cycle. So, like, theoretically, I mean, Shadow of the Erd Tree is supposed to be past tense? I believe we do know that to be a fact so far. So it's interesting that, like, it's gone through, like, what it has before. Which, honestly, with, like, everything being blackened, that kind of, it makes me wonder about, like, was that before, the Great Tree Age? Like, the Red Age? If it is following that, like, alchemical path. Because, like, black to come before, like, green or red, in, like, seasons, like, for that to be, like, spring is a little strange. The Great Tree stuff is frustrating because you're pretty sure Japan refers to the Erd Tree as the Great Tree. And in English, the Halic Tree is referred to as being a replacement Erd Tree. It's present tense, but all the past culture stuff has been centralized. So I've been wondering if, like, the Erd Tree is the Erd Tree the same way Godfrey is the Elden Lord. Like, it's just a title you give a world tree at the time. Yeah. I know, like, there's a lot of weird, like, translation shit about that. And, like, it may or may not be a different tree. It may be that the Erd Tree grew from the old tree and it's still kind of the same tree. But, like, the Erd Tree just kind of being in fall, like it's in autumn mode, kind of makes more sense of it just being like a very different phase of the tree, and it looks so different that people kind of treat it differently. That's the way you see it, Kicks? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely very interesting to think about. God, I'm so glad. I'm so fucking glad people that know a thing or two about the lore are here so I can, like, really talk about it. Because there's times where, like, I'll be talking about Elden Ring lore, and it's, like, a bunch of buddies of mine that have, like, maybe played this game once and didn't really engage with the lore that much. They're just kind of, like, taking my theories as word, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't know how right I am about any of this shit. It's all just kind of what I think or heard from other people. Dude, yeah, lore alert. Ugh. Yeah, brother. Overkill on that fucking Zambo. I almost called him a demon. That is not a demon. You could never be a demon. I'm like a demon, but crazier. Oh my god. Okay. I think we made a slight wrong turn, but I'm also pretty sure that the well is nearby. There's like somewhere weird I have to like jump over, right? Because yeah, there's guy there, or the capital. The capital is such a well-designed clusterfuck, because like everything leads to everything, so it's like easy to get lost, but also simultaneously easy to like find your way into something. It might not be what you were looking for, but you'll definitely encounter something. Okay. Should also like probably return to a Grace maybe, because I only have, yeah, I'm just like low on flasks. Hiya. But yeah, I'm definitely, I'm looking really forward. I'm really looking forward to the downloadable content for this game, because there's just so many questions, so many like the same questions with so many different like theories, so many different potential answers. Also, you see the veil imagery in the DLC, and the darkness is symbolizing the golden Erd Tree sucking the light out of the black tree. It looks like things subsumed by the shadow are frozen in time and are higher up in the sky. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had more to say than just I agree, but like, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. You're onto something, D-Bits. The gears are turning in my brain. You're anticipating the DLC going into some Laurelin and Telperian inspired stuff. I'm trying to jog my brain here, and I'm not entirely sure what that is, and it's making me feel like a buffoon. If it's something I feel like I should know, but feel free to. The world trees. Oh, Tolkien's world. Okay, that's like deep Tolkien lore. I'm sure I've heard those used before, but I'm not as entrenched in Lord of the Rings or just Tolkien lore. You gotta read Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I feel like if I read it, then I would maybe be more familiar with like some of those like deeper lore details, because like I just seen the movies, man. World trees in Tolkien's world though, huh? Man, everybody's got a fucking world tree. Not everybody, but a lot of people. I mean, world trees are pretty fucking baller. Norse mythology, pretty fucking baller, honestly. Wait, it was on the other side, wasn't it? Not there. But here. Yes. Aha. I gotta go to the left. I gotta zig, not zag. Oh, don't grab me, you fucking weirdo. 777, dude. Jackpot. Huh? Oh, I missed. Oh my god. Their hitbox is like fucking Zhao Yu and Phoenix stance. Get out. Oh, there I go. They fucking came down here too. Come on. Oh, we got hands. You know what? Fuck you, hands. Get burninated. Oh, dude, oh, Backstep Johnson. Think they're only in the Similarian, so it's not as well known. Oh yeah, for the trees. That would explain it. Pillaging, pretty fucking baller. I don't know about. Well, I guess yeah, the Vikings. Like, there's parts of Norse mythology that aren't like pillaging and taking from people is epic. That's like, you know, what about the nice Vikings, right? These games are so good at taking critical lens to fantasy tropes. Oh, yeah. I mean, generally, like, I like when fantasy does that, and, like, the Souls games, as it were, that's always been one of their strengths. That just, like, it pulls me in. Because when things are just like, oh, you're a hero, I'm just like, fucking am I, though? Like, I don't like when a story calls you a hero when all you're doing is, like, just killing guys, you know? Because, like, you know, like, killing a bad guy, that, you know, you could do worse things, but, like, when you're just, like, killing, like, so many guys, like, don't front, you know what I mean? Yeah, nice Vikings. These games, yeah. But, like, yeah, just like that's something that's weird. That like I'll probably say some more stuff about it when we're playing Halo later. But like because I've been playing like FromSoft games, really, I was gonna say like, oh, so much Elden Ring, but like, okay, the FromSoft games, Armored Core kind of puts me in the place I want to be. Like, I like being a mercenary because I like trying my best to do good in like a really not good guy position. You took the throne, now everything is good, we promise. Yeah, dude, exactly. Once I have conquered this realm, then everybody will know I'm a hero, right? Eloquence belongs to the conqueror, after all. It's a nice System of a Down reference for y'all. Yo, anybody in chat listen to System of a Down? Pretty good band. Kind of underground, you know? I don't really know if everybody's heard of System of a Down, but like, pretty good band. Is that in Attack or Holy Mountain? I know it's a really good line from one of their later albums, where like Toxicity has like the most fire. Merc with a heart of gold, but they'll do anything for a fistful of Koan. Yeah, dude. System of a Down is on your wish I'd seen them live for sure. Oh yeah, I think occasionally they still do live shows, and that's like all they will do as a band. Cause fucking the drummer is like some kind of a weird centrist, you know. They were able to like come together to write like 2 songs a few years ago. But yeah, they've been kind of fractured because they don't really see eye to eye so much anymore. Which is a little sad, but it happens. It's honestly part of why DPS max builds and stuff like that you avoid. It's like the gamer culture wriggling its way in, but you can play this game however you want, of course. Yeah, like, I try to tune my builds to make them as effective as I can, but, like, I want to do, like, a build that's, like, interesting. Like, I want to do, like, if I come up with an idea, I'll probably also even look up, like, how to kind of do it best. But you won't ever catch me looking up, like, strongest Elden Ring builds, and then like I'm not gonna be like seppukuing myself with twin peelers and doing like mega bleed. Like I had a Rivers of Blood build, but like what actually made me do the bleed build was I thought of a really cringy character, and like I was trying to think of like what is a really, really edgy person that would make like a Two Swords bleed build as like their original character. And like that was like the conceit of them. And I still, whatever decisions there are to make, I still kind of like, I still roleplayed, you know? Like I'll always like, I'll try to roleplay no matter what it is I'm doing in like one of these kinds of games. You just don't like gamifying it too much. Right, like there's the power fantasy bleed builds just make me depressed when you mow down these sad dudes. Yeah, a little bit. It's just like, I'm just too good at killing over here. Yeah, like, you know, like a lot of also the bleed build was, it was my second character. So it was like my victory lap. Like I didn't do New Game Plus, really. I wanted to make a new character. Because, like, a lot of people, they'll just, like, respec to, like, beat shit. Like, so, like, I'll hear people, like, oh, yeah, I just respec for Rivers of Blood to beat Melania. I'm just like, why don't you just do that as a different guy? You know? Like, I would so much rather just make an entirely new character. Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah, the bleed build was my victory lap. And again, like I didn't really look anything up for it because I pretty much got the picture like when I played through the game. Like, oh, there's a talisman that buffs me when I proc bleed, and a hat that buffs me when I proc bleed. And like, you know, like the game just tells you that this is a viable build to just do whatever makes bleed happen. And like Rivers of Blood is pretty goddamn good, but like I knew that, you know? And yeah, like the seppuku twin peelers is probably the most efficient way to proc bleed, but like I don't need to fucking do that. You don't need to do all that, basically. And that kind of goes with what you were saying, D-Bets. It's like you don't have to fucking go that crazy, that gamer hard. The bleed builds are in the game for a reason. Your first playthrough was bleed because it was your first Souls game, and it still became your favorite game ever and only got better the more you played it. Yeah, for sure. And like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing bleed first if that's what you were like attracted to. Because like I do a Dex Mage every time, and like I had like, there was a precedent set there, you know? Because it was like, oh, this is a thing I do. I've played a bunch of Soul games previously, so like I said, like, yeah, there's like a precedent set here. This is like what I do. I do a Dex Mage every time. So I'm gonna start with a Dex Mage every time. And then after I beat the game as a Dex Mage, I'll do some other shit. Fucking... Okay, Capitol Church, Avenue Balcony. Avenue Balcony, right? Why is my fucking ad so long? I made those smaller. What the hell? You also started with the hardest class Confessor because he looked cool? Yeah, man, you know. I started as a prisoner because it made me think of a royal from Demon Souls. Fashion is the true endgame. Oh, absolutely. I mean, we were just talking about Malekith's armor earlier. Like, that is some endgame fashion. That is something to work towards. I also realized... Oh yeah, I got knocked into the fucking gutter by those freaking Nemoids. Don't grab me. These fucking nematodes. Oh, where's my jack? Oh, there's a jackpot. Oh yeah. Prisoner is probably the best first playthrough build. Oh. Well, I guess I chose well. Well, because like I was like, oh, should I do Astrologer or the other guy? But I guess the what's it? The Carian Blade Their starting sorcery is actually really good. Int Dex in this game is so good as a first experience, having seen streams and a friend play. Not the easiest, just the coolest. Hell yeah, dude. I was very happy as a Dex Mage player, as a Dex Mage enjoyer. I was happy that I found a lot of shit that was very useful. And like, yeah, it wasn't too easy. I also missed tons of shit that was like oh, it's this door. That's like for my build. I missed like a bunch of scrolls early on. I missed a bunch of spells. I missed the fucking Shamshir until the end of the game on my first playthrough. It was like I was fighting Malenia and like doing like wrap-up stuff, and that's when I kind of started looking some things up of like, okay, like what did I miss, you know? And then I was like, oh yeah, curved swords, because I was using like the bird sword most of the game, so it's dual straight swords mostly. You have not chance to redeem holy damage for the DLC. Oh, they have the chance. Fucking words. They have the chance to redeem holy damage in the DLC, by the way. I hope they do, because that would give like a late game to those builds. Because like I get why the things that resist holy damage do. Like anything that is like Golden Order is gonna resist holy. That makes sense. But then like everything you fight at the end of the game is that, so it all resists holy. Bringing strength, faith in, and crossing your fingers. Yeah, good luck, McFrenzy. Good luck to you. Because, yeah, like, there's stuff that resists magic, but it's, like, basically just actual mages, and that's about it. And there's, like, a good chunk of things that are, like... Ah, fuck. A good chunk of things that are, like, weak to magic, too. Like, I guess Astel is pretty resistant to I'm gonna die. Oh, no, we're living. Please, ow. Please. Okay, here comes a big hit. Yeah. Man. Hiya. Alright, I need stamina. Please. I need stamina. Dude, this guy's got combos. This guy's got fucking Tekken strings. Oh, D-bits you wish McFrenzy luck. Yeah. Yeah, they might need it. Cannot open from the side. Oh, wait. Over here. Over here. God, I'm so fucking... I got so much Tekken in my brain, guys. I love Tekken. I got a lot of things in my brain. Let me tell you what. I wonder how well I will be able to parse all of those things in my brain when I get medicated for my ADHD. Bringing plenty of larval tears, though. Good odds you'll respec for the first cool thing you find. Respect the respec. Respect the respec. But, yeah, so... I did in some good news, personal news, I did get, like, I think it's just gonna be like a consultation appointment, but I did find a psychiatrist near me that had an appointment, like, I was able to get an appointment with them for next Tuesday? So, like, that's pretty cool, because pretty much anywhere else that I looked, like, close to an hour away, they, like, before in my previous search, like, they were all just like, yeah, we're booked for months, or, like, literally not even taking calls, not even taking new patients. So, like, that sucked. But now it's just like, oh yeah, you can talk to somebody in 4 days. Let's fucking go, Nanners. Yeah, I was talking about in your chat last night, Kix. Yeah, somebody in Kix's chat recently got medicated, and just their phrase of, I can finally do one task to completion instead of 1% of 20 things, and that just hit me so hard in my soul. I'm just like, I'm so sick of doing 1% of 20 things. I need meds. Yeah, it's so disparaging when you get that. Yeah, exactly. Your Ritalin has been on back order. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I guess that's something that I gotta like keep in mind going forward. Like I don't gotta get too excited about getting my meds, because like I can probably get a prescription, but then to get the meds, because I did also look up like, should I get Ritalin? Should I get Adderall? Because the one medication that I've ever had for ADHD was Adderall. And let me tell you, that made me so fucking good at TF2. I was so good at Team Fortress 2 when I took Adderall. I could reflect direct hit rockets. It was nuts. I was nuts. I was the best pyro in the world on Adderall for a night. For one night, I was the best pyro in the world. That's how it felt. But but I was also like, it was my friend's Adderall, and they had been on the prescription for like a while, so it was probably a little strong, probably a little stronger than somebody who at the time had never done, I think, any drugs at all, unless you count fucking caffeine. But like I hadn't even had any, like, I don't think I had SSRIs yet at that point, because I was still in high school. Post-COVID, a bunch of people started getting meds because ADHD and depression can get conflated a bit nowadays. Maybe you're oversimplifying it, though. That makes sense. Oh, yeah, yeah. And also, there's probably a lot of people that, like, during COVID, they probably, like, something about their living situation changing probably put them into a position where, like, their ADHD wasn't something they could ignore anymore. And that's kind of what happened to me. But I've been struggling with ADHD since, well, I mean, I mentioned high school earlier, since at least high school, probably middle school. Because that led to a lot of struggling with school itself. Just like keeping my shit in order, remembering to do things, all that kind of shit. And like high school especially, like, I definitely did start getting the big depression, which made me just not want to associate with school at all after I got home from school. So that's part of why I never wanted to do my work. But that was also only part of it, you know? You think it's a bunch of stuff? Like, you imagine a lot of people being stuck at home meant that they were deprived of their coping mechanisms, and it was only then that they started to realize that they had something going on. Yeah, exactly. That kind of goes with what I was saying before, just like, their symptoms, their struggles, they just became like impossible to ignore at that point because something about their living situation changed. That's fair, Kicks. Yeah. It's a lot of factors, and there probably have been some situations of it getting misdiagnosed. Like, you know, I know there's like a long debate about like whether or not like children should be medicated and stuff for ADHD, like when I was growing up, because my sister was medicated but I wasn't, for God knows what fucking reason, and it didn't work out so well for her, because like I think also it was kind of like she was a little younger when she got diagnosed, she was a little younger when she was medicated, and I think she was also on Ritalin, and it just made her like a zombie, is how she kind of explained it. It's like she barely felt real, but was able to like do functions. And I don't want that. So I want the one that makes me really good at video games. Not to sound too Gen X, but exercise has been really good for your ADHD. I need to go on walks more, because it definitely helps. Because like, okay, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I believe the H still stands for hyperactive. Because that was also the thing. My parents would like, especially my dad, he'd just be like, oh yeah, you have ADD, not ADHD, because you're not hyper like your sister. And I'm just like, okay, well, if I have ADD, shouldn't I still like, should we like do something about that? And they're like, nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I was not fine. But, you know, like, I understand also from their perspective as parents, like, it's kind of, it's weird to have to like medicate your kid for like a mental thing like that, especially at like an adolescent age. So I can kind of understand them being like, I don't want to do that again with this other kid. You know, I was just the other kid. Yeah, this other kid, we got, I don't know about that. Hiya. Hiya. But, fucking, yeah, but point is, the moving around part of doing exercise, going for a walk, part 2, yeah, it was part 2, I was a sequel. And they're just like, yeah, we kind of fucked up with that first one. This next one, though, we got it. And then I was like Dark Souls 2 a little bit. Not to say my sister's Dark Souls 1. I think that would be giving her too much credit. She is more like Demon Souls. I like to think that I'm like Dark Souls. You know? Nah, man, my sister's Kingsfield. I'm Elden Ring. Oh, man. Oh, I've never played Kingsfield. Alright, I think. I want to play more Elden Ring. I want to play more Elden Ring. Do I want to play Halo yet? What am I doing? Lots of creativity and got stuff done, but a confused identity. Damn. You know what? I feel like if I told her that, she'd be like, that's too fucking real, and then punch me. Even if I said it, like, over like, a chat message. Because she's like, a few cities over right now. But, I think she'd probably punch me if I told her that. Got stuff done. Confused identity. God damn. Because I know she's been, like, going through some shit, too, lately. With, like, identity stuff, some gender stuff even, like, I guess I should say they have been kind of, like, wondering about, like, their gender identity and stuff as well, kind of being like, am I gender, like, what even is the vibe, am I even, like, a lady? So, you know, it's like being a medium. I can twist words to apply analogies to anything, dude. Yes. Words are fucked up like that. Just everything is everything because anything can be anything. Really makes me want to play Metal Gear Solid 2. Okay, can I like... Alright. That was my bad for doing the sword art again, but... Grapple stuff. Oh, fucking... Yeah. Man, people complain about like purple pickups being stone sword keys. But I'm like, oh, what's that purple over there? And then it's fucking gravel stones? Like, kill me. Alright, what do we need to level up? 61,591. I think that's overkill. 75. 275s. 275s. 275.50. Wait, 5,000. 50,000. No. Math, whatever, I'll eat both of them. Yeah, there's the 50. 150. Or 1,500, rather. Okay, so we need... 12k more? Ish, right? Oh yeah, that was a little... I didn't need that other one. Oh well. Oh, I didn't get this grace yet, either. Let's get this grace. Let's get this grace. We'll level up again. You're agender masculine, so gender is an odd thing for you. Like, you don't mind being called a man, especially by partners, but you're not male. Yeah, it is interesting. Like, recently, like, there's some people that are, like, trying to, like, they said dude and then, like, correct themselves to person around me. And, like, I respect that. Like, they're trying. But, like, just don't call me he. Don't call me a him. Don't fucking call me sir. I hate that shit. But, like, I'm a dude, you know? Like, you call me, like, a dude, a guy. Like, the more casual, like, masculine phrases like that. Because, like, I'll also call anybody a dude or a guy, personally. And, like, I'll say man or like, oh, I'm like a swordsman, but like swordsman, you know. Uh, but yeah, just I'm not a man, I'm not a he, but you don't got to try much harder than that. That's really all I ask. Um, but yeah, for my sister though, it's like kind of just like a recent thing of just like she just like doesn't feel like a woman, whatever that means. Um, so that's kind of where like a lot of that comes from, and like I get it too, because like I'm like I don't feel like a man, whatever that means. Like whenever the idea of like I think a lot of it also has to do with like the connotations of gender that definitely pushes people kind of towards like, oh shit, that's an important lever. Kind of pushes people towards like that agender, non-binary spectrum, because like, excuse me, because it they don't want to adhere to the gender norms associated, because they're just like, yeah, all that shit is not me. If that's what being a man means, then I'm not a man, you know? Like I've made the joke about one of my favorite D&D characters that I've made, who is a Drow warlock, and like originally they were made as like, oh, they're a pretty boy, I guess. But then when I played Baldur's Gate, there was the option for they them pronouns, and I was just like, you know what? I think Khazad-dûr maybe doesn't do the whole male thing, especially because they're Drow, and there's the like corpse you can talk to, and like you ask their job, their you know, like what was your like thing, and they just say that their job was male, and so from that I had a thing with my dude Khazad-dûr, just like, yeah, if being male is a job, then I quit. Okay. Which, like, man, like, it's really funny to think about Drow shit, because I feel like Drow being matriarchal was, like, originally, like horror to, like, the writers of D&D stuff back then. Of just like, oh yeah, wouldn't it be fucked up if the Drow, the women had all the power and then all the males were subservient? Wouldn't that be fucked up? And then like anybody who's like slightly queer is just like, yeah, any archy is like pretty bullshit. Like matriarchy, patriarchy, they're both bad. But like the Drow stuff is so hardcore that it gives like queer people a lot of like interesting grounds to explore those concepts, I think. Like one of my friends who's trans-mask, like they love writing about Drow stuff. Like they have so much of like Drow and like how they run D&D. This society is so backwards. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, my friend Swan Brother, as they're known in chat, they're a regular around these parts. Like they write a lot of D&D stuff, and he's like so good with Drow shit because they actually like call into question like the gendered nature of things and like being a queer Drow, and like that's also where like a lot of like I feel like queer people will write the best Drow stories, because it's a lot to have to like actually deal with, like how hardcore their society is over gender and everything, and like the idea of like, because like being feminine in Drow society is like you're placed on like a pedestal to a way where it's like, okay, what if somebody is trans femme then? And then people will probably call into question, honestly, crazy parallels coming up here. Okay, say a Drow is trans femme. There will be people in Drow society that are like, you're pretending to be a woman for power. And it makes me think of like people that try to accuse trans femmes in real life for like participating in sports so they can win easier. And then there's like the whole thing of people try to try to see, oh yeah, we'll get in there, we'll get into a women's league and pretend to be women. And then it's like, yeah, you have to be on HRT for like at least a year, and then none of them wanted to do it. Queer people should write everything. You know what? I think you're right, D-Bits. I think you're onto something. I was gonna say everybody should be queer, but I don't know if that works. Does that work? Is that possible? I definitely feel like more people are queerer than they think they are. Do I want Bird? Do I want to evoke the Band of the Hawk? Or are we just gonna fight this fucker? I can probably take him. Maybe if I could like hit him, that'd be pretty cool. Also, I could do a little bit of this. A little bit of bestial vitality. I'm Guts from Berserk, motherfucker. I missed again. Okay, let's. Oh, I wasn't two-handing. I started fucking doing crossbow bullshit. God damn it. I accidentally used my mechanical arm. Could I ever hit this man? Okay, there we go. That's damage. We'd all be good job, Miyazaki. Pat on the back. I know you said more of the stuff there, D-Bits, but I gotta defeat this man. Yeah. Ow. Oh, ow. Owie. What if I did my big attack? Big attack's pretty good. How about my big attack? Ow. Oh man, my rolls are not doing so hot. I'm just like brute forcing this fucking guy. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, don't combo me. I need more sacred tears. Oh, there we go. Yeah, easy money. Do I have the scarab? I do. Give me big money, please. Give me the big money. Okay, big money. Big money acquired. And talisman pouch acquired. That was like the main reason why I wanted to defeat him. Do I have... I need to get the bull goat talisman. That's what I need. That's what Guts from Berserk needs. Alright, what did you say, D-Bets? Said this before, but Miyazaki would meet and make a trans friend and be very close to them, and then be like, guys, this gender stuff is crazy. Here's 5 storylines with queer themes. And we'd all be like, good job, Miyazaki, pat on the back. Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, who did he meet before making this game? That's what I want to know. Who was Miyazaki's trans friend that inspired Mikola? Was it me? I never met Miyazaki. But I hella identify with like Saint Trina and Mikola. Like, fucking, oh yeah, Mikola has this feminine sleep god identity going on, and I'm just like, fucking sign me up, dude. Are you kidding me? That's me. That's so me. Honestly, so me. Mikola is rancid coded. How much is it? 64. Okay. Hey, yeah. Let's get another point in, let's get another point. Oh, I need to get my, strength up to 52. Okay, 45 is decent for vigor. Especially while I got talismans about it. Alright. I think that's probably a good place to stop with the Elden Ring. For now, for tonight. Now we gotta shift into Halo mode. Did I not quit the desktop? Video game.